For a fateful period of time, history waits. Waits on tensed men trapped in the mud-soaked fields of Normandy until they are able to break out of that agony of isolation and move toward their destiny, changing history's course. This is that story. It is the story of breakout and pursuit.
The American attack began in the dawn hours of July 3rd, and it lasted for 17 rain-soaked, agonizing days. Hello, I'm Alexander Scorby. With its eye on the future, the United States Army is mindful of its past. It has a Department of History whose task it is to preserve that past, with all its glory and all its tragedy, with all of its wisdom and with all its failures. For more than a decade, this department, called the Office of the Chief of Military History, has been working on a project of epic proportions, the operations of the United States Army in World War II. More than 50 volumes in this series have already been published. It will total 80 or more when it's completed. The most recent is Breakout and Pursuit by Martin Blumenson. Its subject is what happened on the continent of Europe in July and August of 1944, 2 crucial months that will light the fire of memory in American minds. Or perhaps not in all minds. Time moves swiftly, and in its headlong rush, it condenses the events behind us. One magic and memorable day, we were across the English Channel, our feet at last on the Normandy beaches. Soon after, we were lighting the skies of liberated Paris. And perhaps only those who were there, or whose lives were changed by what happened there, remember that 80 days of war and its uncertainty lay between the two events. This book is a sweeping record of those days. It's a big book, both in size and in scope. Heroes crowd its pages, the ones whose names became carved on the consciousness of the world, and the obscure ones who held the final hope of triumph in their 2 hands and in their hearts. It's a book with a happy ending, where it tells of a great victory, or series of victories. But it's not so much concerned with victory itself as with the structure on which victory rested. The decisions, the agonizing waiting, the frustrations, the bold hopes, the daring executions, the errors and the logic, from all of which together victory ultimately came. Now, here's the situation as the book and the action begin. United States and British and Canadian troops on the 1st of July 1944 were engaged in battle with German forces on the Channel coast of France. The cross-channel attack, beginning on the 6th of June, had accomplished the first phase of the invasion. The second phase called for the Allies to expand their foothold. They needed space to maneuver, room to handle the large amounts of men and materiel streaming over from England. Before they undertook the decisive attack toward the heart of Germany, they wanted this area. But 3 weeks after the invasion, they had only this tiny beachhead, the British here and the Americans here. The greatest single disappointment of the invasion had been the inability to take Caen, which blocked the approaches to the Seine. But the British troops attempting to capture the city had been thwarted. The best hope now lay in the ability of the American forces to strike south and then west and take the key ports in the province of Brittany. A major impediment to this course of action was the terrain the troops would have to fight through. Marshy land enclosed into thousands of separate little fields by hedgerows, behind every one of which it seemed the Germans were well entrenched. And what of these Germans who faced the Allies in the soggy fields of Normandy? They were disheartened, certainly, by the success of the Allied landings. Moreover, the German people were exhausted after 5 years of war and with the effort of fighting on 5 fronts. But the troops themselves were far from beaten. They were skillful, tough troops, seasoned by experience. Their discipline was sharp. Their morale was high. The Germans had a new weapon, the deadly V-1, a small pilotless jet aircraft which had begun to fall on England in the middle of June. A supersonic V-2, even more devastating than the V-1, was almost ready for operational use. These weapons gave the Germans hope of redressing their discouraging situation. Adolf Hitler was himself directing the war. Believing that eventually the Germans would be able to launch a large-scale offensive which would drive the Allies from the continent, he planned in the meantime to pin them down in Normandy and prevent them from using their mobile power. Although some of his commanders now recommended limited withdrawals to make their defensive positions stronger, Hitler refused. To withdraw for any reason at this time seemed to him to admit defeat. So, as American forces prepared to strike across the hedge-rowed lowland where the Germans had erected strong defenses, Hitler announced that those defenses were to be held. The American attack began in the dawn hours of July 3rd, and it lasted for 17 rain-soaked, agonizing days. The soggy, hedge-rowed terrain immobilized the mechanized power of the ground forces. Slow, painful advance was measured in yards, a hedgerow at a time. Like the steady rain which fell over the entire operation, a sense of despair and frustration touched all those who participated. The last action in this offensive was the battle for Saint-Lô. The Allies wanted Saint-Lô for a number of reasons. Its prestige value, the effect its capture would have on the Germans, and as an access to roads leading south. After a week of bitter fighting, they got it. The cost was high, as was true in all the hedgerow fighting, but the town was secured, and in the process, a memorial was created. An infantry battalion commander killed before the gates of the city was carried into Saint-Lô with the liberators. His body was placed on a pile of rubble, an impromptu shrine to the qualities of courage and sacrifice that had made the drive to Saint-Lô possible. Between the end of the earlier July offensive and the launching of Cobra, there was a lull for about 1 week. For the weary American troops, it was a welcome respite, a time to relax. On July 20th, a dramatic event electrified the world and revealed that there was no relaxation inside the enemy camp. Hitler himself announced that a cabal of high-ranking army officers had tried to assassinate him with a bomb in order to seize political power. The abortive coup had little effect on the military situation. It revealed no widespread discontent with Nazi rule among the armed forces. The combat soldier was too busy simply trying to remain alive. And the information about the German situation which the Allies wanted, as Cobra neared its jump-off date, was of a considerably more immediate nature. Did the enemy have enough reserves available to counter the attack? Was the Luftwaffe capable of intervening? And finally, would the Germans employ the V1 or V2 or some other secret weapon? These were the questions that haunted the Allied camp as it waited to unleash Cobra. July 24th was the day scheduled for the attack. Because the day was heavily overcast, however, with inadequate visibility for air attack, the operation was postponed. Unfortunately, the postponement order reached the English air bases too late to hold back all the planes scheduled for the attack. The bombardment from the planes which did not receive the postponement order was not great enough to damage German positions seriously. But it was sufficient to alert them to the threat of a ground attack. And German artillery gave American forward units a hard time for the rest of that day. For General Bradley, an immediate and urgent decision had to be made. The prospects were improving for good weather the next day. Should Cobra be launched, even in the face of the possibility that the Americans had now lost the important element of tactical surprise? Or should it be postponed at least for several days, which might then give the Germans a chance to prepare even stronger defenses? Bradley's decision. Cobra would strike again at 11 o'clock the next day. Again on the morning of July 25th, the planes came. One observer called the seemingly endless waves of planes the most imposing aerial parade I have seen since the beginning of this long war. They dropped more than 4,000 tons of destruction. But the tactical effect was not immediately clear. Did the bomber attack destroy the efficiency of the German troops? No one could tell. General J. Lawton Collins, 7th Corps commander, who was to spearhead the attack, had little time to ponder the question. For better or for worse, Cobra was launched. The troops moved out at once. Their immediate objectives were the towns of Marigny and Saint-Gilles. Capture of those towns by the infantry would give the Americans control of the roads leading south, and Collins would then be able to catapult his mobile armored forces forward. It seemed reasonable to assume that if the air bombardment had destroyed the German defenses, the infantry troops would be able to reach and secure their objectives without great difficulty. To their surprise, they met strong resistance. At the end of the first day of the attack, Marigny and Saint-Gilles were still in enemy hands. Because the entire success of Cobra depended on a 7th Corps breakthrough, Collins decided to gamble. It would prove to be one of the fateful decisions of the campaign. He pondered the possibilities and the risks and decided to put his armor into action. Gamble paid off. In mid-afternoon of the 26th, one armored column, having cracked the enemy's defenses around the town, rolled through Saint-Gilles. There was no longer any doubt. The German line had definitely been penetrated. The 7th Corps had achieved its breakthrough. But the drama of the breakthrough did not end at the Coutances-Caumont line. The drama lay in the development of the breakthrough into a breakout of major proportions. The decision to accomplish this was General Bradley's. He had achieved the limited victory he had sought. Cobra had been a success. He could stop now. But he sensed from their disorganized reaction that a deep wound had been inflicted on the Germans. The Americans pressed their attack through rapidly crumbling German defenses. By the end of the month, United States forces stood at the base of the peninsula, at the gates of the province of Brittany. And a nightmarish phase of the battle, the war of stalemate, was over. Cobra and its exploitation were among the most solid accomplishments of the war. Let's visit now with the man who more than any other was responsible for this achievement, General Omar Bradley. General Bradley, as you look back on Operation Cobra, what seems to you to be the real secret of its success?
I think several factors were very important in contributing to our success. First, as always, the aggressiveness and the fighting spirit of the American soldier. Second, the marvelous teamwork displayed by the combat armies and our Air Force. And third, the magnificent alertness of my subordinate commanders and their ability to take advantage of the breaks. In particular, General Collins' bold move.
This book must be like traveling down an old and familiar path to you, General Bradley.
Well, it is, yes. But it's more like traveling down a road in the daylight that at the time you had to take it was in the dark. It's generally familiar, but it's always interesting to see the whole picture, part of which was hidden before.
You think the book throws light, then, on this period of history?
Most effectively. It does an excellent job, I think, of cutting through the dust which that campaign kicked up and letting the reader see what happened and how it happened and why.
Well, one of these days, when the Army historians get through with their project, they'll have the what and how and why of the entire war caught between these binders.
It's about as ambitious a task as any group of historians has ever undertaken, I suppose, and quite a valuable one. A much better job than has ever been done on any other war.
You mean valuable in the sense that we learn from the past?
That most of all, of course. Despite the fact that the weapons of war are changing, the principles of war remain the same. Officers studying these volumes can learn much about command, tactics, strategy, the tyranny of logistics, the problems of terrain, the importance of reconnaissance. There are many lessons to be learned, but it's not only the military man who will benefit from these books. The war was a big thing in all our lives. We've been reading about the Revolution and the Civil War for a long time to get a clearer picture of ourselves as a nation. The Army is giving us the ability to do that now with the greatest war we ever fought in our history.
Thank you very much, General Bradley. Operation Cobra, of course, is only one action in the crowded and historic 2 months which Breakout and Pursuit reviews. Much of the subsequent action was more colorful, but Cobra was the key which unlocked the door to those spectacular victories. The reaching of Avranches signified the culmination of the breakthrough and the point at which our forces split for the westward and eastward drives in the Breakout. To the west, there was the dash across Brittany, where the ports of Saint-Malo and Brest finally became prizes of conquest. To the east, there was the repulse of the German counterattack at Mortain, where the American infantrymen withstood the onslaught of 4 German armored divisions and turned back Hitler's attempt to halt the Allied mobile column. The Allies closed at Argenton and Falaise, where they virtually destroyed 2 German field armies. The drive east to the Seine River, climaxed by the liberation of Paris, when the civilized world thrilled to a symphony of joy and delight. The flowers, the kisses, the songs, and the wine. Finally, the triumphant and dramatic pursuit of the retreating Germans beyond the Seine to the border of the enemy's homeland, and the Siegfried Line, where a new phase of the war awaited. And thus the epic weeks ended. The short span of time in which the shape of final victory began to emerge, with the successful breakout from the hedgerow country and the pursuit across the heart of France.